Chapter 12. Know that what man deems perfection is in the sight of God a defect. All the things which have the appearance of perfection, so far as they come before the sight, the feeling, the understanding, the memory, or the will, are tainted and spoiled if not recognized as from God. For a work to be perfect, it must be wrought in us. Without our cooperation as principal agents, it must be God's work done in God, and man must not in any way take the lead. Such precisely is that operation of his pure and simple love, which God finally works in us, without any merit of our own, wherein he so penetrates and burns the soul, that the surrounding body is consumed away, and can no more hold up, than one could remain alive and rest patiently amid the flames of a burning fiery furnace. It is true that the overflowing love of God bestows upon the souls in purgatory a happiness beyond expression great, but then this happiness does not in the least diminish the pain. Rather, the pain is constituted by this love finding itself impeded. The more perfect the love of which God makes the soul capable, the greater the pain. In this manner, the souls in purgatory at the same time experience the greatest happiness and the most excessive pain, and one does not prevent the other. Chapter 13. If the souls in purgatory could purge themselves of their stains by contrition, they would in a single instant discharge all their debt. So ardent and so impetuous an act would they make, seeing in so clear a light the effects of the impediment, which hinders them from attaining to their end, which is God, the object of their love. And be assured that the souls have to pay what they owe, even to the uttermost farthing. This is God's decree, to satisfy the demands of justice. As to the souls themselves, they have no choice of their own in the matter. They see nothing but God's will, nor do they wish otherwise, because they have been so determined. They would not care for alms, contributed by the living to shorten their period of pain, were not those precisely balanced by the will of God. They leave all in his hands, who exacts satisfaction as it pleases his infinite goodness, and could they regard those alms apart from the divine will, it would be an act of selfishness which would prevent their seeing the divine will, and would be to them a very hell. They remain immovably fixed on whatever God wills for them, and neither pleasure nor pain can ever again cause them to turn to self. Chapter 14. These souls are so closely united, so transformed into the will of God, that in all things they are satisfied with his most holy decree. And were a soul presented before God with ever so little to purge away, it would suffer grievous hurt and a torment worse than 10 purgatories. That unspotted sanctity, that perfect justice, could not endure it. To do so would be unbecoming on the part of God. Should then the soul perceive that it lacked even a moment of satisfying God most completely, it would be to it a thing intolerable, and rather than stand thus imperfectly cleansed in the presence of God, it would plunge at once into 1,000 hells.